Good afternoon. My name is Brian Orenstein. I am the President and CEO of Charter Oak Federal Credit Union. I thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm going to read a statement, where we are, how we got here. It's a statement that I prepared, and then after that we will answer some questions from a lot of you that have asked them throughout the afternoon. Our website was taken down by our domain name server vendor on Friday at 5 p.m. On Sunday, we finally received confirmation that bad actors had caused them to lock down our domain. The bad actors caused our domain name server vendor to lock down our domain. We informed the membership of these bad actors on Monday. At no time was any member data accessed improperly. All member data has been safe at all times. We hired a third-party cyber incident response company to help us with this investigation and subsequent return to being online. This engagement started on Sunday as soon as we were able to confirm that the issue involved nefarious actors from outside of our organization. Earlier today, we confirmed that these bad actors took advantage of a vulnerability within our domain. This vulnerability allowed the bad actor to spoof email on our behalf. The internet governing bodies got reports of this and flagged us as malicious and spamming and had our domain shut down until the time we fixed this issue. As of today, we have certified with the registrar that this has been resolved. Our number one priority is keeping our members' data secure. In order to bring back our online banking service, we have to go through numerous security protocols to ensure when we go back online that your financial data remains safe and secure. We must err on the side of safety, and I know how inconvenient that has been for all of you. That being said, I do have some breaking news that I am pleased to report that we expect to be back online tonight. This is a workaround that we were able to establish once our domain was unlocked just 2 hours ago. We continue to run security checks before we go live. Please check your emails or social media later tonight for further instructions on how you will be able to get to our online banking site. Also, remember, if all 80,000 members try to log on at once, that amount of traffic would negatively impact any website. So your continued patience is appreciated. I just want to take a moment to thank our members for their continued loyalty and patience. I truly apologize for the inconvenience this has caused you. We will be reimbursing all fees you incurred because of this situation. I thank you for bearing with us during this difficult time. I also want to thank our employees, both the member-facing staff and the back office, for their wonderful attitude and diligence in helping our members get their business done. I am grateful for the many wonderful employees we have at Charter Oak. And lastly, I'd like to thank our community for the overwhelming support we have received. Many of our community leaders have reached out to Charter Oak to offer their support. We are truly blessed to live in our small part of Eastern Connecticut. Okay, let's get to some of the questions and answers. There were a lot of questions. We tried to pick the most pertinent ones, and if we didn't get your question answered, I know a lot of you know how to reach out to us on social media or through our contact center, so please continue to reach out if you're not getting the answers that you need. I'm ready.
Okay. First question is from Giovanni V. Why is it taking so long to fix this issue?
Great question. I guess I can say that to almost all the questions. It took a long time to fix this issue for two reasons. Our domain name server vendor kept our domain locked until about 2 hours ago. They wanted to make sure before we went back online that everything was status quo. So that's why it took so long to come back online. We have to make sure that that there would be no further incidents and that all financial data remains secure at all times. Data security is our #1 priority, and I know that came at the cost of convenience, and we apologize for that.
The next question, similar questions from Bethany D. and Melissa J. When do you expect the website to be back up? A reasonable estimate would be appreciated.
Okay, well, hopefully we answered that, and I know you didn't know that because we didn't know it literally until maybe an hour ago. So that's why my speech was a little choppy as well. We've been, again, working around the clock and trying to get this online as soon as possible. The website will not be back up tonight, but online banking will be back up tonight. And we are working as soon as possible to get that done in a safe manner.
Okay, the next two questions, I think, Brian, you just addressed regarding online bill pay, so we'll skip those.
Okay.
Next one is, I assume you will be anticipating account closures from unhappy members as this goes on. Are you concerned at all about the health of the credit union? Stated another way, are there any risks as to the solvency of Charter Oak Federal Credit Union because of this ongoing internet outage? And that's from Johnny A. and Vanessa O.
Certainly a fair question. Unfortunately, we do anticipate some account closures. Of course, we hope not. Most of our membership is rather loyal to us, and certainly over the years, we've all had our ups and downs, and hopefully they've helped us, and we've helped our membership as well. We've developed a lot of relationships, and so we really don't expect a tremendous amount of account closures, but we certainly have taken other steps that we normally would not take as far as liquidity is concerned, to ensure, have an abundance of caution, that there would in no way be any impact on Charter Oak's financial statements or the solvency of Charter Oak. I will tell you that since this began, we have had absolutely no instance of any large withdrawals that are of an unusual nature. Our cash flows have been as normal as they usually are throughout the last, whatever this has been, 5 days, which seems like 5 years. But we do not, there is no impact on Charter Oak. I can say that. We're a $1.5 billion credit union. We have over $150 million of equity and capital. We have plenty of cash and plenty of liquidity. So there really is no issue as far as solvency of Charter Oak.
Okay, next question. Jennifer F. wants to know, why aren't you resetting everyone's passwords to a default and making them reset once this is over? Would seem to be the safest option. Many may not even know they put their logins on the phishing site, especially the elderly.
Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, be prepared. There will be a password change coming for all members. We have to do it in a staged fashion. We are also implementing multi-factor authentication for everyone to log back on, so you will need that as well. Again, just as Jennifer is saying, she's right on. We need to be secure when we all log back on. So, Jennifer, you're straight on that one.
Stacy M. says, since this outage has gone on for so long, it makes it seem as if our funds have been compromised and Charter Oak does not have a handle of what's happening. Are you guaranteeing our funds are safe?
Yes, the outage went on for a long time. No funds, no data, nothing has been compromised. So yes, we do have a handle on what's happening. We've had a handle on it the whole time. Unfortunately, we were not able to get information from our domain name server vendor quickly enough, in our opinion, and I'm sure in your opinion, and that's why this went on as long as it did. I can guarantee you that there's been no loss of funds or data of any member since this all began.
Okay, next question, Marjolaine T. What information do you feel may have been breached other than account numbers, social security numbers or addresses?
Account numbers were not breached, social security numbers were not breached, addresses were not breached. Nothing at all was breached from Charter Oak systems. The only issue out there is anybody who went to one of the fraudulent websites, which we don't set up and we can't control when someone is copying our website to a different URL. So if you went to what you thought was a Charter Oak website after Friday at 5 p.m., it was not a Charter Oak website. It was a fraudulent website that looked very similar to Charter Oak's. If you put your login information into those fake websites, you need to call us immediately. We will get your passwords changed, your usernames and passwords changed before we come back online. We're doing that as we speak right now with many of our members. That's one of the protocols we're following right now. So if you made the mistake, it was very simple to do. I understand that. Don't feel bad. We feel bad. So just please call us. We'll get you set up with new username and password, and we'll resolve that situation.
Okay, speaking of the fake websites, Georgia G asks, are the fake websites and phone apps being addressed and blocked to eliminate potential issues going forward?
Okay, there's no fake phone app that I was aware of. There were at least 2 fake websites. We do retain a company. We've had them hired now for several months, long before this started, that take down phony websites. The amount of fake websites that are on the internet for financial institutions is overwhelming. So we actually hired a company that we pay a lot of money to specifically take down fake websites. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen instantly. So when we became aware of this fake website on Friday, we obviously told our company that takes care of that, and I believe the process was completed yesterday, and I believe the fake websites have been taken down.
Okay, Sean R. wants to know, why hasn't the state or the feds stepped in and helped?
Help from the government. Well, first of all, we're not state regulated, we're federally regulated. I did speak this morning with the Connecticut Department of Banking and gave them an update that I had this morning. They didn't get this 4 o'clock update, and I know they're watching right now. As far as the feds are concerned, I did notify the NCUA when we found out about this problem, and I've been in touch with them since. It's a very complex situation. I'm sure those of you in the IT field can certainly understand how complex this is. Certainly the NCUA has been supportive.
Okay, our next 2 questions comes from Cole A. Is the outage a result of a ransomware attack? And if the attack happened on Wednesday and the website was not shut down until Friday, how do you know members' information was not compromised?
Thank you, Cole. So let's start with ransomware. This certainly was not a ransomware attack because we have all of our data. None of our data was ever taken. It wasn't a ransom situation because our own vendor is the one who took down our website. It was the bad actors who caused them to take down the website, but our vendor took down the website. So and there's been no ransom note. So we know for sure that this is not a ransomware situation. The attack didn't happen on Wednesday. That was the beginning of when we started to hear of antivirus companies who were putting negative marks on our website. We did not know why. Now we have since found out that it was because our website was spamming through email. So that's why there was intermittent outages between Wednesday and Friday to anyone who was using certain antivirus software packages. And we know no member's information was compromised because there's no member information housed on our website or on our online banking or on our app. All of the information is on our core system, which is still intact, which is what our tellers and our contact center have been using now 24/7 since all of this started, and hopefully you all are calling in to get your banking done.
Okay, next question is from Stephen D. Will you have to build an entirely new website with new online accounts for everyone? How will you open up online banking without knowing what accounts have been accessed by malicious actors?
Well, right now we know that no accounts have been accessed by malicious actors, and that's why we're having the password change and the multi-factor authentication instituted before we get back online. We have always had MFA. multi-factor authentication, but it was on an optional basis, and it will not be optional when we go back online, because we need to make sure of that tight security. CharterOak.org is, well, the website, as we all know it, will not be going online initially. It will just be the online banking, because we want to get online banking service returned to our membership as soon as possible. Once we can be sure that the website has been totally reviewed, continued to be reviewed by our third-party service, we may bring back CharterOak.org at that time, or we may rebuild a new website if we have to. But there will be no reason to rebuild new online accounts.
Okay, Patrick O wants to know, will you be performing a post-mortem to identify the root cause of this outage and following through on action items to prevent the situation from reoccurring? If so, will the post-mortem and the respective action items be shared with members with all sensitive information redacted?
Thank you, Patrick. Yes, we will be performing a post-mortem. I'm going to make sure that's done by an independent outside company, possibly this third party that we've hired now, because we want to know that we need to do an overall review of everything to make sure and give us recommendations going forward on how to improve to make sure that this doesn't happen again. We will certainly share the results of that post-mortem to the degree that we can without giving away information. So the answer is yes, Patrick.
Okay, next question is from Trave H. Why is the DNS for the whole domain resting at Network Solutions instead of a CDN or cloud services provider?
Well, that's a good one. A little bit over my head, but I will tell you that during the post-mortem, we will certainly review. Easy to say what we should have done and could have done, but we will certainly be reviewing this during the post-mortem and make changes as recommended.
Okay, Josh K wants to know, how can we ensure continuous cybersecurity in our banking system? Would it be worth sourcing this out to a service provider paired with SLAs like most financial companies use?
I would say again, we are going to review everything we do. Like I said, we need a third-party independent service to help us with that, just to be sure. We obviously thought we were all locked down here, and obviously for all these years we have been. The bad actors are getting better every day. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad people out there on the internet trying to get at everybody's financial data, personal data. So they come up with new ways to beat financial institutions, unfortunately, all the time. But we will do a review during our post-mortem, and we will certainly report those results and make every change that is recommended to us by the independent review.
Okay. Susan D's concern is, if any money is lost by an unauthorized transfer, is that amount covered by NCUA?
I'm not really sure what that question is. The NCUA insures our deposits up to $250,000. There are certainly ways to get a little bit more insurance on that based on how your accounts are structured. As far as an unauthorized transfer is concerned, if that were to occur and we found that if it had anything to do with this outage that we've had, Charter Oak will be the one who will cover that amount, not the NCUA.
Okay. Lisa V wants to know, if we want to close accounts and move them to another bank, are you going to lift your transfer limits so that we can move larger amounts of money?
I just want to go back to Susan D. Just one second, I'm sorry. So back to we're going to cover any losses that you ran into because of this. I can guarantee you that. So please don't worry about fees, or if somehow a transfer got out that you didn't want to get out and we can't get it back, whatever that is, we will reimburse you. As far as lease, close accounts to move to another bank, if you want to close your account, obviously we don't want you to do that. But if you want to move to a bank or a credit, we prefer you move to a credit union. But if you want to move to anywhere you want to go, I don't know where our transfer limits are right now exactly, to be honest. If you want to take your money out, just give us a call. We'll certainly assist you. We're not going to make you jump through hoops. We don't charge fees to close accounts. If you want to take your money out, you can take your money out. We will make sure we assist you in doing that.
Next question by Charles D. How am I to have confidence in the bank going forward?
Well, we have a lot of work to do to rebuild reputation. I'm well aware of that. Certainly egg on our face here at Charter Oak. We're sorry for that. All I can tell you is that I've been the CEO since 2007. There have certainly been significant financial crises, other types of crises in the world since then, and Charter Oak has always been strong and safe through all of that. And we will be strong and safe through all of this as well. And as I've stated a few times, there has been no loss of funds, there's been no loss of data. So I think you can still have confidence in us that we are working hard to make sure your data is secure.
Okay, Andrew L. wants to know, he says, I had read earlier in one of your updates that the internet security company hired to protect the server made the decision to shut down the server at 5 o'clock on Friday because of a security breach. It seems a little extreme to wipe out the whole online banking utility. When this issue gets resolved, will the credit union evaluate the performance of the security vendor and possibly consider hiring a new internet security company?
Well, first of all, we did not have a security breach. That sounds like a loss of data to me. So I just want to make sure we're clear on that. Yeah, believe me, we're not happy with although I know our domain name server vendor provider certainly has secured our data, which is the good news. The bad news, I do not believe they were very helpful to us in the beginning, and we struggled with that, and that was one of the reasons why this took too long. So yes, Andrew, you can be sure we'll be reevaluating that relationship once all this is over, as well as practices. As I said, I'm sure all that's going to come out in the postmortem.
Okay. Dana D has a concern about her mortgage escrow. Can we assume there will not be any impact on July tax payments from the mortgage escrow accounts?
Yes, you can. I can guarantee there will be no impact on your July tax payments. All that's going to go as normal. Some of them have been going out already. Any automatic payment or anything like that was not impacted. Only the front end systems of Charter Oak were impacted. So all along, Charter Oak has been able to perform every banking transaction that we've been able to perform last week before all of this started. The only difference was members could not initiate it through online banking. We have to do it through our contact center or through our branches or through you emailing us to make those changes. Hopefully, in a few hours, we won't have to do that anymore, and you can all go back to all the fun of online banking. But for the short term, we're still answering phones today. We'll be open till 9 o'clock. I do want to say that our contact center has been open to 9 o'clock the last few nights. Last night after 7 o'clock, there were many open phone lines. So if we're not up by 9 o'clock, and I am hoping we will be, but if we're not up by 9 o'clock or before 9 o'clock and you need banking done, I encourage you to make a phone call to our contact center. And as I said, last night there was no wait after 7 p.m. I know it's inconvenient. I know you'd rather just do it on your phone by pressing a few buttons, but we have to make sure that our systems are secure before we go back online.
Okay. Dana W. says, is there a parallel recovery stream-in process to build a new website and app that is independent from the current ones, which have an dependency and interrelationship, to include an alternate DNS and web hosting provider? And she named a company such as Acme. And if so, what is the expected availability of that parallel solution?
Dana, I want you to know we were working on alternate solutions like that through midday today until we were able to get our domain unlocked and begin the process to recovery. Yes, we were exploring various parallel recovery streams, as you put it. We will, in the postmortem, we will certainly also be looking to ensure that we have a better path to recovery if, God forbid, this were ever to happen again.
And then our final question comes from Matthew S. Are you considering any rewards for customer loyalty through this issue? Maybe a temporary increase in checking savings interest rates or a one-time deposit into our accounts? It would go a long way with those of us who are trying to wait this out.
Great question, Matthew. Yeah, I guess that's a question everyone wants to know. It's certainly something we have to consider because the loyalty of our membership has been tremendous throughout this debacle. I will tell. I think the best thing I could tell you is we'll increase our CD special maybe for a bit. I can see that happening. Depositing, we have 80,000 members. If I gave everyone $100, I think that's something like $800,000. No, even more, 8 million or whatever. I can't do the math in my head. Embarrassing. Anyway, so we're going to have to look at that, but I hear you, Matthew. I know we owe you. I hear you. I think that's all we got, right?
That's all we got.
Thank you for listening. Appreciate your confidence, your continued loyalty, and we apologize. Thank you for being a member of Charter Oak.